Lost people. Stay with Lost Farms Homestead. We're at the homestead in town right now, and it is warm today. It's springtime. Got the wind going. Hopefully it's not blowing too hard. Wind's going today. It is definitely spring. Feels like summer. It's getting pretty hot. So we had some dirt delivered here. You can see this is the dirt right here. This is a very large pile of dirt, and I need to get that moved from here, and we're going to move it over here into this bed right here, and I'll show you where I left it last weekend. So this is where I left it last weekend. I got to fill the rest of this, so I'm gonna go get the shovel and the wheelbarrow and start moving it, because I need to get this filled in so I can get those tomatoes in the ground, so hopefully today or tomorrow. So it is the weekend. Sorry, I hope that's not loud for you guys. Sorry about that. Okay, so wow. All right, so Hope is in town right now getting materials, and she's picking up some allergy meds too. The allergies are pretty bad right now. So, but yeah, so I'm gonna try and fill the raised bed out here enough to get some tomatoes in. I need to get those tomatoes in the ground. They're pretty big right now. They're definitely ready to go in the ground. They're about to get root bound, and I hope they don't die before I get them in the ground. So I'm going to be working on that right now. It is the weekend of the secular Easter weekend right now. I'm not really going to go real deep into my thoughts on all of that. There's a bit of discussion back and forth on Easter and the roots of Easter. Some people believe it has pagan roots, and that it's not really a Christian holiday, and that it's been kind of taken over by pagan religions and whatever and all of that. And then there's other people who believe that it is, you know, the resurrection of Christ and all of that and whatever else. I'm not going to get into all of that. So where I'm at on it is, what I know for sure is that the Jewish calendar places Passover on the 23rd of April this year. And I also know that according to Scripture, it was the weekend of Passover, or the weekend following Passover, when Jesus was crucified and when he rose the following Sunday. So the way that we're going to do it is, we've got some people coming out tomorrow. It's Saturday today. We've got some people coming out tomorrow, and we're going to go to church, and it is an Easter service, but we're just going to kind of go to church and do the standard worship and fellowship and all of that. And then we're going to come home, and we have some people coming over, and we're going to barbecue and hang out and be with our family. We will be observing Passover in April, and we'll celebrate the resurrection during that time. So that's where we're at on that. Anyways, so right now I'm gonna go pull out the wheelbarrow and grab a shovel and start moving some dirt, because it needs to get done quickly. So stick around. Thanks. right, so sorry about the wind. It's a little windy. So I'm done for the night right now. I don't know if we're gonna do any more of this bed this weekend. I might try to do some tomorrow, but we're trying to hang out with family tomorrow. I am gonna come out and put some tomatoes in the ground though. But here, let me show you this pile of dirt. So this is the fill dirt right here, and we had a giant pile of it out here. So this is what it looks like now. So I've taken quite a big chunk out of that and moved it a wheelbarrow at a time by myself, because Hope is at work and John's out this weekend somewhere else. So I moved all that for the fill dirt, and then we took the topsoil from here, and this is the pile that we were using last week. So you can see where I've pulled from here all of that. So that's looking pretty getting down pretty far right there. So, and then I put mushroom compost on the top. So this is where I'm at right now. So I'm halfway done, and then I got about 3/4 partially done. So I'll just run you through right here. So I got, here's the compost right here, and then you can see the fill dirt, and then the topsoil, and then the mushroom compost goes the rest of the way down. So you can see where it's about halfway with the compost, and then about 3/4 with the fill dirt, and then I just got to finish the rest of it off. So that's where I'm going to leave it for tonight. And tomorrow we're going to hang out and say hi.
Hi.
Hi. So we're going to hang out with family tomorrow and do some grilling. I might come out and put some plants. I think I need to get those tomatoes in the ground. That's why I did all this work. So I'll probably do that at some point tomorrow, and I'll get some film of it, and then we'll post it for the week. So I wish I could have got some more done, but it was a lot of work. It was really heavy work, and it was just me doing it. So it's kind of all I got for this weekend. So yeah. All right. Like and subscribe. See you next week.
Bye.
So we're in the bathroom here in the back, and this is what I've got right now. So there used to be a shower right here, and we had it pulled out, and that's the hole where the drain and everything was. So over here, this is where we're moving the water and the vent line to, right here. And then this is going to be the drain, and that goes out and around, and then we're going to make this huge area right here. This is all going to be shower, and we're going to take out that wall right there and make that bottle wall. We got to move a plug over, and then that plug is going to get just taken out, and then this wall is all going to be like plaster, and we're going to do some art stuff and make it look really good. So that's where we're at right now. They're going to come in tomorrow and finish the rest of this, and then Hope and I are going to do the plaster work and the bottle wall work, and we'll get all of that together. So that's where we're at right now. Here's a look at the plans that I kind of put together for it. So this is what we had, where the shower was here, and then this was just an open space. And this is where the water heater is. So this is what we're doing. So same thing, except we're moving this out, putting the shower here, and then this is just going to be shelving right here. So yeah, it'll be that whole area right there. So anyways, so that's where we're at right now. Yeah, I'll get some more in here when we get farther along, so stick around. Thanks. Alright, so we were able to get a bit more done in here. So you can see here, this is nice and cleaned up right here. And they got the wall in with the shower spout here and the handle. So this is all going to be shower right here. And then this is the little shelving area right here. So we're gonna put shelves across here and get that all cleaned up. So that's what it's looking like. Yeah, it's got a ways to go, but once it's done, I think it'll be real nice. So I'll get more once they get more done, and then we'll finish it out when we get all the rest of it done. So stick around. Thanks. All right, so it is Sunday morning. I am out here and looking at this situation, and we have got rain, lots and lots of rain. So it is soaking wet out here today. I'm gonna go get wet and put tomatoes in the ground. Yep. So here, I'll show you. It's kind of loud in here, the ducks are going off, but I'll show you the tomatoes we got. So these are the ones that we planted, and they've gone pretty crazy. I showed you a couple of different times, but here, I'll show you. So this is what we got. See them growing through there and through the bottom. They're pretty big right now, so I'm gonna have to untangle them and get them all out of the rack. All right, you guys. So untangle them and get them out of the rack, and then I'm gonna bring them out and load them up in the wheelbarrow and take them out and put them in the bed out here. Now, I'm not gonna film the part where I'm actually putting it in the ground and doing all of that. I'm just gonna go do it, and then I'll come back and get the camera and show you guys what I've done, just simply because I don't have any way to protect the camera from the rain and I don't want to destroy it. So yeah, so I'm gonna go do this thing, and then I'll show you guys what I did. So stick around. Thanks. All right, so as I was gathering these up and getting them ready to go here, we got 15 in here, so 13 in here, and then 2 right here, so 15 total. But what I was saying, sorry, allergies. As I was gathering these up and getting ready to bring them out here, the rain stopped. So they turned off the valve or something. So looks like I might be able to get some video of planting these. Sorry for the wind. So I'm gonna set up over here and get these going in the ground. So stick around. Thanks. So I have finished with the tomatoes. Here you can see right here. This is what I got. That is 15 tomato plants, and I got them stood up here with these little clips on them. Those clips are very useful. They're like this, and we just got a bag of like 100 or 200 of them for really expensive, or inexpensive, sorry, really inexpensive from Amazon. And they're kind of garbage, but I mean, it was literally like $3 for like 200 of them or something like that. I don't know exactly. Okay, I said literally, but I didn't mean literally. What I mean is they're very inexpensive. So yeah, I clearly need more coffee this morning. So anyways, we don't expect them to last longer than a season anyways, and all they do is they just hold them up a little bit, you know, so that they can grow vertical. Now I'm gonna get eventually, the plan, I want to run ties up to this right here and run it down to these so that they can climb up the string thing and climb up. These are the bush ones, and those are going to climb up the strings and hang on to those and fill that in right there. Over here on this side, once I get this the rest of the way filled in and get the tomatoes that go in here, these are the vining tomatoes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a get cattle panel, and I'm going to put it down here on the bottom and lean it up to that piece right there and attach it across the top, and then just let them vine up, vine up the back of the cattle panel. So that's the plan. Man, this thing is taking a lot longer than I had anticipated. Maybe I underestimated the amount of work, or rather the amount of help, and the distractions that come along that make it where I don't have full days to do it, and where I have other things that I have to do instead, and things get pushed out. So I guess life happens, right? So work in progress. Anyways, so that's the tomatoes. That's where I'm at right now. I got this part done. I'm going to be working on that probably next week. I expect that John's going to be out next week. I hope that John's going to be out next week. And I think we're going to be doing more hyper adobe. So depending on how things work out, we'll either be doing hyper adobe, or we might be doing filling more beds, because I can fill the rest of this one and this small one here, and I need to build the other two so I can get them filled up. And I want to fill them before I get this hyper adobe done, because once I come up over ground level, then I have to bring it in through the door, and that's kind of a pain, especially if I'm wheeling it all the way to the back. So I think I might want to get these framed and filled before I get the hyper adobe done. So that's kind of what I'm thinking right now. But I'll kick it around a little bit more and figure out exactly what we want to do. I need to get some shade up now too, because I got these in here. I don't want them to get all burned up, and I need to get it closed in before the animals get to it. Hopefully the animals don't tear it up. I would be very upset if I came out here and these were tore up by animals. That'd be very bad, but I guess we'll see. So all right, anyways, we got people heading out this way. I'm getting ready to fire up the grill. Glad it's not raining. Grilling in the rain's kind of a pain. Yeah, oh, didn't mean to rhyme there, sorry. But anyways, so yeah, we got people headed out. So I'm gonna wrap this up and get cleaned up, and then start that going so that we can grill and fellowship and hang out and visit. So if you're celebrating Easter this weekend, happy Easter. I kind of already said what I have thoughts on that, so I'll leave that alone. Yeah, follow us. We'll be celebrating Passover, so we're going to be doing some things for Passover in April, and that'll be our celebration of the resurrection. So yeah, thanks for watching our video. Like and subscribe. See you next week.